Morning from the Office of Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. There's a case about children neglect and orders reported by Mrs. Favor Amarachi Ukioma against Mr. Francis Uzochukwu. Both of them are live in our office this morning. Please join us as we interview them. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you please meet you, ma'am? Continue. Just talk.
Okay, we had this misunderstanding close to 4 years ago now.
It's more audible. So that they
Uh,
can hear you. Speak louder.
yeah, that was 2020 during the June July period. So he asked that we should travel to my place to see my parents and sort out the issue. So we got there and things turned around because they were not able to settle down.
Please,
And
can you start all over again? Sorry. And be more audible as in speak louder.
alright, we had misunderstanding during 2020 June July. So he asked that we should travel to my place to go see my people for that situation. When we got there, things turned around. Nobody was able to listen to each other on the situation that brought us back. So unfortunately, their family decided to leave because things weren't organized the way it was supposed to be. So according to his elder sister, she said that during the argument, she said that she has worked in court, that if there is a disagreement and they are not seeing any fruitful opinion about it, that the case will be adjourned so that they will go, which she later even called me aside and said that they will come back. So when they left, even my people were trying to calm them down, to sit down, let's talk out things. They left. I and my children, we are still with my parents. They left. During that period, after they left, I was calling them, asking them what is the problem, what's the way forward, and that kind of a thing. Nobody was giving me any good reply, no positive reply from any member of their family. I tried calling the mom, she didn't respond very well to me. She was, most times she will ignore my call, she won't pick it up. Even it got to a point I have to carry my son. My son was 8 months then. I carried him to his place, to his to his mom's place. Try talking to her, see what happened, and this is the situation we are in. The mom said that she will talk to, that he would like to hear from his son, which I already knew that she already talked with the son and know that this is the situation that was on ground. But for the fact that she doesn't want to tell me what their decision is or what they want or thereabout, she wasn't giving me a positive reply. I even up to sleep over at her place that day because I came in. They were living in the mom is staying at Aba. I came in very late in the evening. I up to sleep at her place. The next morning I will leave. She said that she doesn't know how her children will feel about it. So I was just like, I'm stranded with my 8 months old son that I was packing that very day. I left. I went back to my hometown, our mama. Before I could get to my place, it was already after 12 midnight. My dad has to come to Nickpen Junction to come and pick me because there was no Okada. I was carrying 8 months old baby with me with a bag and all that. So we went home that day. The next day, he called me and said that I went to his mom's place to complain and all that, that I did not even humble myself, that they gave my son food to eat. I did not allow my son to eat, that I did not bring down myself. I was so rude and all that. I said, no, this is not the situation here. When they left me at at my parents' place, my son, which was 8 months, he was taking cereals and breastfeeding. So with the situation of things around, my son stopped eating both cereal, both natural food, nothing else. He was just feeding on breast milk. And me, I can't even eat because the whole situation was just pulling me down. I was not even getting hold of myself. I was still breastfeeding my baby with all those. I can stay up to 2 days without taking only anything, only water, because I didn't even understand where I was heading to. At some point, I was getting depressed, but I was still breastfeeding my baby. Till 1 year, that boy was not eating anything except breast milk. So after all those, after that period, which I went to the mom's place to explain and all that, and his accusation the next day that I did not allow my son to eat what the mom offered. What the mom offered was beans. The beans was so dry. My baby that doesn't eat cereal or drink pap, how can this baby eat dry beans? Only beans o. The biscuit and bobo he bought for my son, I gave that boy, he drank and pieces the biscuit on the floor there. He couldn't eat it. And I was shocked at his response to me the next day. After all my sufferings that night, and I came back. So after some time, I called him and said, we have been here. It's up to 3 weeks we came back. How far? School will soon resume because that period, this coronavirus was ending. So school was not really working fine, especially at the east. So I was calling him and asking him, what's up? These children will soon resume and they are feeding. Okay, during that time, he sent me money. I can't remember the exact money he sent, but the money he sent was like 20,000. Okay, I was using the money. He now called me that that money that he sent, that everything that I'm using the money to buy, I should write it. I should put it down. How I spend that money. My dad was like, what sort of embarrassment is this? Why will you bring money and you will tell her to write it down? Okay. My dad was like arguing with me. Are you going to do all these things? I said I will do it. I was writing all those things, putting it down. Anything I buy, I will write it down. On Monday, I will write down the things I bought. Okay. I called him. He said, okay, the money. What did I buy with it? I already sent him screenshots of the list of things I normally buy. Monday, the things I buy. Tuesday, the things I buy, and all that. So during that period, I was not eating. So my two daughter and one girl, like a house help that was staying with me then, I would buy 400 naira bread and I'll write it 400 naira bread. And when he sees the 400 naira bread, he will tell me, how can we finish 400 naira bread? That he's not here to take care of my family, that he's not here to feed my whole family, that are they not selling 300 naira bread? I was like, the 400 naira bread is not even enough because it's just the two girls. And it's not like the 400 naira bread sef is enough o. My dad will buy this big loaf and come back because they are his grandchildren. He will buy stuffs and come back. Those ones are just, I will just buy it all in the name of their daddy brought money. Let me just be buying the one I can buy.
Yeah.
And he will start pricing each thing that I bought. Why will I buy 200 naira soap? Why will I buy? I was like, my dad, that stuff got my dad annoyed. He was like, what sort of uh, arrogance is this? So he said that if this is the way this guy wants to take care of you guys in my house, that it's better that he hold that money, that he can take care of these children, and he has been doing it. During that period, my daddy was into this high purchase business, okada. He will buy machine and give it to someone. The person will be driving and be bringing income weekly and all that. He said that he has something doing so that he can take care of these children, that I should stop bothering myself with my situation this time around, that I'm so down, that I'm not even looking like human being. I don't eat, that what I need now is rest. And during that period, even before I left his house, o, when I was living with him, I will see my period 3 times in a month. I will see the first set o, I will see another set in a month 3 times. When I will complain to him, he will say that I will go to hospital. We didn't go to any hospital. I called my nurse and complained. She said that it might be a matter of hormonal imbalance. I was like, how? I'm eating well and I'm taking care. Although I gave birth to my son with CS, I don't know what happened, and all those things were just bringing me down, because me as a woman, and I'm seeing my period for 3 times in a month. All those things were not okay with me. My head was just disorganized. I can't even think well. I can't sleep well. When others are sleeping in the night, I can't sleep. I can stay up to 2 days without closing my eyes, because all those things were just disturbing me. My dad, everybody was just disturbed about my situation that period. You won't sleep, you won't eat. Do you want to kill yourself? Do you want to die? You are breastfeeding and all that. As time goes on, my dad say, even when he calls me, my mind is sleep. My dad was like, you are the only daughter I have. I can't continue like this with you. You have to calm down. Take care of yourself first. Leave this guy for some time now. Let him just do his thing. If he want to send money, he should send money. If he doesn't want to send money, that he should leave it. That even for now, that I should leave my phone. And he was calling him, he was not responding. When he will respond, he will sound so awkward to him, like he's talking to my son sef. My son even have respect. My dad will be like, this guy is insulting me, I don't know how to handle this issue. He just said we should just leave the whole situation aside. I should keep my phone and relax for some time. Let me just get myself for some time. So that was how we were. I was staying. I was not handling my phone for that period. My mom had have to keep the phone and say that if he cares to call and hear from his children, that he has my number, which is my mom, and he has my dad's number. He should call their number. If not, he's not getting you. Since your phone will ring, your mind will skip. That all these things are disturbing you. So that period, he was calling my line. He didn't call my parents' line to hear from his children. He was just spreading the news that I blocked him and did not want him to speak to his children, which is not true. Our opinion was that he should call my parents and leave me. Let me just take care of myself for some time. So later, I now have to tell them that school have resumed. I need to call him. Let me know what he's saying. I will call him. He won't pick up. I will call him. He won't pick up. I'll not send voice notes that school have resumed. These children have to start school. So what are you saying? And feeding. And we cannot stay in this village, because these children, they are going to Montessori school before we got back to the village. And the process of learning in that village is is so low that for them to pick up it will be hard. He said that he went to Ezob, one public school at Aba, that I should, if I did not see any school, because there was no private school close to us, it was just public school, that if I did not see any private school around, that I should enroll them into public school. That he went to Ezob. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? These children, they, I don't know how they will cope with this schooling situation, and I don't even want them to go to school in the village there. So that period, after some time, he blocked me. I couldn't reach him. My two numbers, he blocked me. I couldn't reach his two numbers too. I don't know what to do. I will call the mom will not pick up. For so many times I called the mom did not pick up, which I later have to go back again to their place, to his mom's place, to go and talk to her, that whatever they think I have done to them, that they should forgive, that I'm sorry. Even that day I didn't even mind who was in the compound or who was not in the compound. I was just kneeling in front of their compound there, and people were passing and seeing me with my 9 months old baby, because it was up to a month that we have stayed in that village. I was begging her that she should help me and talk to his son. I don't know what these children did, but they should find a place in their heart and forgive and accept us back, and take care of their children. That these children cannot stay in the village like that. Even some fly was biting them. All their body were filled with fungus. All these things that are bringing out mucus and fluid, which I was treating them, and they were seriously falling sick on a daily basis. This is how I would take them to the hospital. This is how I would take them to chemist, pharmacy. Every day they were sick. I don't even know how to handle the situation then. It was my mom that will be taking care of them, because I was fed up with the whole thing. I can't even concentrate. I can't face my children. I will stay on my own the whole day. It got to a point that I don't even know if I have children or not, because my mental health was at stake. It's just the grace of God that brought me back to take care of those children again. So this was how we are going, and he blocked me. I just left everything. I was just dropping message whether I'm blocked or not. I was sometimes in a week, every blessed day I would drop message for him. I would drop message for him, drop message for the mom. I even have to drop message for the elder sister. None of them were responding. Even those message I was dropping, my parents didn't know about it. I was just doing it. Even if I can do this on my own, talk to these people, and they will now know what to do about this situation. Everybody was just ignoring me. At some point, I just kept quiet, was on my own, trying to get myself together, face front, and all that. I ignored the whole thing. It was now like 2 years ago, like December, January, I saw his text message that I should send nearest park, that he wants to send something to us. I was like, is this you? So you can talk. You can actually unblock me and speak to me. After leaving three children, not even one, not even two, for me. Your people, nobody called me. Nobody even called me to ask me what actually happened. It was just what you told them, which he did not even open up to tell my parents that this is what I did or what I didn't do. So you can actually talk. I ignored that message. So after like a month, someone called me that he's a driver. I should come to Ihiala Park. That period I was nowhere. I should come to Ihiala Park and pick the things he sent to us from Francis. I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. Nobody called me. So I don't understand. Maybe it's a wrong number or something like that. The next minute I saw his message. He didn't call o. All this period he didn't call to ask about these children, even to ask if those children were still up to 3 with me, because at some point one of them fell sick. I thought that girl was my second daughter. I thought she was going to die. I didn't believe that this girl would be alive today. During that period this girl was sick and was almost giving up. I was just carrying her. She cannot walk, she cannot talk, she was just sick because she was too attached to the daddy. Every day she keeps asking, "Mommy, I want to speak to my daddy." I don't even have answer to that question and all that. I just keep mute. I won't answer her. The next day, today she was sick and couldn't do anything. This is how I was just carrying her. I was just looking up to God. I've given drugs. I've done everything I'm supposed to do as a human being. My mom is a nurse. She have given drips, given all she can do as a human and a medical practitioner. I was just looking up on God that this child should not die on me. The next day, my brother died. My brother that was not sick, that was nothing was wrong with that guy. He was alone in the house. We are called that he died. And when my brother died, the next day my daughter was alive, was now fine and good. I didn't just understand what just happened. I think my brother just used his own head to pay for my daughter's head, because both of them were so attached. At this period which he sent that thing, he didn't call o. He sent message that I should pick, please go and pick the things that he sent at Ihiala Park. I said, oh wow, I've been begging you for ages. You did not you did not respond to me. Speak louder. I've been begging you for ages. And this is what I was telling myself. I've been begging you for ages to take care of these children, to help, to anyhow. I'm willing to do anything just for you to take care of these children. This is you calling me I should go to Ihiala Park, that I should please. You think that I will listen to your pleas? I should go and pick. When I was even at that point sef, I was just trying getting myself a bit, both financially and otherwise. I should go and pick this thing. I said I was not going anywhere. I called my dad and said, look at what is happening. He said someone called him and said he should go and pick something at the park, and he told the person that it's a wrong number, that he wasn't expecting anything. So I think the person sent it back. Whether they sent it back or whatsoever, I didn't know. So since then, no, he did not call. He did not chat me. Oh, it was this December, like this last December. I already relocated to Lagos last year, because I can't keep staying in the east there. I just decided, let me relocate back to Lagos and see how things will turn out for me and my children. My plan was, if I come and settle down somehow, I'll just bring my children over. That kind of a thing. So during this last Christmas, I was just sorting out the things I want to buy for my children during Christmas period. Though I've been sending him message, he won't reply, he won't respond. I sent him some shoes for these children. I said I would like to buy these things for these children. That I would like to buy these shoes for these children for this Christmas. He didn't respond. So after some days or thereabout, he sent me a message that he will send my account number, that he wants to send something for these children for the season. I told him that we need to talk. You sending this thing for the season now. So after the season, what next? Then the children were not with me yet. What next? We need to sit down and talk. How you will take care of these children, so that me I can rest one and get hold of myself. He didn't respond. Till January, the brother now called me. The brother that called me, oh, last 3 years I called him when and I asked one of his boys to pack some of my children's clothes I bought before when I was still living with him. I bought on front. If I gather any little money in my hand, I'll just buy clothes for these children on front. Then I bought clothes of 8 years, 7 years, and 6 years, which they are not up to that age. I say if I leave these children will if I leave those children clothes, they will outgrow these clothes. I told the boy to please pick some of those clothes and give it to someone that will send it to me. Which they accused the boy of being sending me money behind his back, which I have not called any of those boys for one day, even till now, to ask them anything about that house or even about his shop or anything. They were the one that called, one of his boys called me one day during that period we left and was asking me where I kept one grinded egusi I left, and I told him where I kept it. That was the last thing I spoke with that boy to when I asked him to send those things to me. They accused that boy of stealing his money and sending to me, which is not true. I I called his brother. I called him. He didn't pick up. He obviously blocked me. Then I called the brother and said that they should not accuse that boy of anything. He did not send any money to me. That it was just my children's clothes that I begged him to please help me and send it behind his oga, because I've also begged him, oh, let me come and pack my things that are at his place. Even till now, I've not gone to pack my things that are there, my children things that are there, some of my documents that are at his place. I've not gone to pack anything. I called the brother during that period. My son was obviously sick. His eyes were yellow because I have to cut off his immunization. From that 8 months, he didn't take any other immunization. Na person wey get body, na when you don chop belle full, you go find immunization wey you go give pikin. His eyes were yellow. I called his brother. I told him that he should tell his brother to not accuse that boy of anything. It was only clothes that he sent to me, nothing more. Because the boy's parents were calling me that did the boy send me any money. I said, Wallahi, he did not send any money to me. It was only clothes. And me, I cannot even call those boys to send me money. I will never do that. I now told the brother, even now that you are calling me, my son is seriously sick. And since all this while that I came back here, you've not called to ask how your brother's children are faring. It's very, very unfair. What the brother answered me after everything I told him, I pleaded with him about my son's illness, that I even need money to take care of this boy, his health. He said that he would have sent me something, but he doesn't want to have issues with his brother about sending me money. That he might send me money now, he will start having issue with his brother. That is the reason why he will not send me any money. I no even get mouth talk again. I left him. He said that myself and his brother's issue, that we are two adults, that if we cannot handle the issue by the both of us, that he as a person would not interfere in the issue. I kept quiet. He ended the call. Then he now called me this January and was asking me, where am I? Am I with the children? Am I in the east or in Lagos? Am I with the children? That he wants to come and see my children. I said, this one you are asking me to come and see my children. Children which you've not seen or even called to even ask me how is these children for the past 3 years. And today now you now decided to ask me where the children Oga, if you have anything to say, just tell me, go straight to the point. This one you are saying now, I'm not understanding it. And now ended the call and decided to chat him, so that because later now they will not say I said this, why I said that. I decided to chat him. When we were now chatting, I told him, you said that you don't want to have anything to do with I and my kids because you want to keep your brother, yourself and your brother's relationship intact. I don't understand why. I still respect that decision of yours. I don't want to come in between you and your brother. So let it not be like I want you guys to start having issues. He said, and I told him that I told you when my son was the same day. I told him that my son was sick and I called you for money. You did not respond. He said that you cannot send money because you want to build your relationship with your brother. And now you are now asking of those children. He said that I never told him that my son was sick that day. I said, Oga, you are a pathetic liar, because that was exactly how I was responding to him. Because I told you that this boy was sick that day, and you answered me like this. So what are you now saying? And he said that he's not here to banter words with me, that he just care about uh, those children. I said, okay, that was the end of the discussion. So this period now, like last month, these children were preparing for cultural day in their school. I already have beads I used for them when I was still living with him. I was sending him message that I need those beads for this children cultural day. I went to price beads. Everything was costly in the market. I need those things because each and every one of them was given one particular tribe to represent. I said I need those beads. Let me come and pick it. You can drop it with somebody else. If you don't want to even see my face, if you don't want to even face me, or you don't want me to come close to your house, just drop it somewhere. I will go that place and pick it. That was what I was sending him in the voice note and this thing. He did not respond. So the thing was just getting me angry. And I decided to carry these children one weekend like that. I was not feeling fine. And they had 1 week midterm break. I have deliveries to do. I was not feeling fine. I was not feeling fine. I have 1 week to be with these children. I don't have any house help. I'm doing everything myself, both cleaning, taking care of 3 children, and running my business. Only me. I was very down that period and sick. I just get fed up with all those things. I decided to pack these children. My parents, nobody, my siblings didn't know about my decision that day. I carried these children. I was also sending him text messages. I'm on my way. I'm coming to your place. I will come. I'm coming with these children to your place. He didn't respond. So when I got to his place, he was not yet back. I called him on the phone. He didn't respond. Later, I continued calling him. He later picked up and asked me, Onye na-ezuzu dị ihe a?" Like in English language, it's just like, who is this stupid person? Like someone that is not okay. Who is disturbing me? I said, are you kidding me? You know my number. So why are you saying, oh, I'm at your doorstep, you are not around? Where are you? I have these 3 children with me, oh, with luggage. I took over from my place to his place late in the night. Then after 8 to 9, I was still calling him. He was not yet back. His boys came back, saw us as they at the staircase. They went downstairs, called him and told him that I was upstairs. I think so, because they didn't do all those things in my presence, but I think that was what they did. And when he came back, he asked me, what am I doing here? I told him I brought these children. I have been chatting, you are not responding. I brought these children. if we can talk and they will stay with you for at least that 1 week, let me get hold of myself because I was not feeling fine. Even when I took these children home, it was my neighbor that was helping me take care of them because I was down. I don't have any of my family in Lagos here. I'm the only one. My two brothers are in Owerri. The other one is outside the country. So I'm the only one here. He is my only option to drop those children with. And he neglected us. He said I should drop the children with him at the staircase with luggages and leave. I said it's not possible. This is after 9, almost to 10. We've been waiting here. These children are hungry. My son has measles. You didn't even you should have even at least allowed us come inside. These children, they should eat. You have 3 bedroom flats there. Even if I did not I decide to spend the night in my children's room, I don't it's not even a bad decision or something like that, and the next day I will leave. That was my decision. The next day I will leave. At least give you instruction on the drugs, how you will give these children and how you are supposed to take care of them, something like that. He didn't even give us that opportunity. He ordered his boys
Continue.
he ordered his boys to come down, let them leave. They entered their car. I have to carry my children, rush downstairs and ask him to wait, let's talk out this thing. You cannot just leave me and these children stranded here. It's almost late in the night, and by that time sef I can't even get Uber to my place back. It's late. He ordered the boys to enter his car and they left. I was just sitting at that staircase with my children. I have the video in my phone. I didn't know what to do. I now called my friend. She's like a sister. She's from his place. So I called her and said, "This is my situation right now." And she said, that where is he? I said he already left. She keeps saying I should come over to her place. I said no, let me just wait. Maybe he will come back. And when he comes back, he might even change his mind and let us in for that night. Even if I have to live with the children the next day. I was still there before the woman now start calling me that she don't like the way I'm staying there with the children, and these children have not eaten this night. My son is not feeling fine. I have to look for a place to lay my head and those children. My children were crying, they were hungry and all that. Even the thing he bought for them, I didn't even know he bought something for them. They were the one that was not telling me that their daddy bought something for them, and when he was living with his boys, he collected that thing from them and leave. I was like, are you guys kidding me? I didn't even see what he bought. Are you guys kidding me or what? Are you saying the truth? And they said yes. Me, I didn't even see all those things because it was late. Everywhere was dark. I didn't even see all those things. I said, oh, if this is how people give birth and they don't have this heart towards their children, I don't understand. Because me, as a person, as a young girl like me, I can decide to leave those children with my parents and move to wherever, but I don't have that heart. Anywhere I'm going, this is how I'm coming them to my body. Even me coming here today now, I leave them in the care of my neighbor. And every minute, this is how I'll be calling her. How is these children and all that? Okay. They now, we now left the place. We now left the place and was like leaving the street to see if we can get maybe a hotel around to lodge so that these children can eat and lie down and sleep. We now saw him coming inside. He didn't even do as if he saw us. It was even getting more late. It was 11 p.m. in the night. The lady was there too. She now came out of her place and came to the street and was like, let him go and talk to him. If the woman was not talking to him, that you should please allow these children, like, for can she talk to him? He ignored him and drove into the street to his house. The woman was like, I should go back to the house. I said, I cannot. I'm tired. Me, I'm not feeling fine. For me to even stand till now, I'm stressed. Throughout the day, I was busy. And before, if not, I would have left my house so early in the afternoon. But it was evening that I left my house, because when I was able to put things together and we would now leave, it was evening already. That I'm stressed. I just need a place to sleep. I can't kill myself just because of this man. She now said, okay, there is a hotel around. She now look for someone that will drive us to the place. That was where we lodged that night. The next day, I took over and we left back to my place. So I now sent his brother message and a video of what transpired that night. He said that your brother loved children so much, and he loved his children so much, and he saw his children, and he didn't even have this sympathy on these children that you've not seen for 3 years plus. You saw him that day I brought them. Even if you have this anger with me, you did not look upon these children. When you left, they were so tiny, and now they are almost up to your middle height. You didn't even have this compassion on them, my children. Ah, the brother now said that he doesn't want to, he sent me message that he doesn't want to watch those videos, that he doesn't want something that will get him emotional. I was like, okay, that all he's saying is that I should allow his brother to take care of these children. In his words, I should allow his brother to take care of these children, that they will go to nice school, that they will. This is someone that has not asked me what happened, or what conspired between the two of you. And that his statement that I should look for a public school, I've not told any one of them, because I've not had any opportunity. That is who you are. How am I supposed to trust you? That this guy, how am I supposed to trust him when initially he will tell me to write down the things that I bought, and he will start pricing the things again when he himself, he's still having issues with his wife, which he's sending money on monthly basis. You are not taking care of your children properly, how they are supposed to be taken care of, and now you are persuading me for me to agree to you guys term that my children, their dad will take care of them 100. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I told him that I can't trust them, that I think at this point I have to do what I'm supposed to do. At least he will have to sign an undertaking that he will take care of these children the way they are supposed to be taken care of, instead of me being forcing him, or he will neglect me and all those things. I will now start having issues again with him based on the argument or something like that. Maybe I should just take it to the high authority so that they can intervene and he will take care of these children properly. That was what brought me here.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. Can we please hear from you, sir?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Like you said, my name is Mr. Francis Maya. Um, I would say I really appreciate and I thank God for me to be here.
You won't hold it, sir. I speak loud.
Yes, I thank God for me to be here. And if I don't know why, if she know that she brought me here, I don't even know the reason why, because we are not supposed to come here, as the case may be. That, to be honest. And I thought that the case would be how I had it outside there from human rights, maybe they got one-sided whatever on the woman's side. I would have brought this case over this close to 4 years now. So, um, first of all, first of all, what conspires between me and her, which is Femo Okoma. I don't know her, though I know her when she was small. We are living in the same street, in the next street. We are worshiping in the same uh, fellowship. We are worshiping in the same fellowship. And when I wanted to get married, I told my mom, and my mom said, okay. She told me about her. And because what I'm here, I believe I'm standing for the truth. And I believe God is here with us. So I'm not exaggerating, but I'm trying to make sure I play the truth, nothing but the truth. So my mother told me about her. And when we are doing, in Igbo land, we will do, they call it, I don't know what they call it in English, Letala. Even the woman will come to the village of the man, and the man will come to the village of the woman to make investigation, to know the background of the family. So when I'm trying to be in that, my mother, they were at Inaba. We are all together in Aba before I went to Lagos to learn my trade with Morga. So then, and now, my mother now told me, I was trying to find out, my mother told me that she don't really have problem with her that much, that because she stayed in Port Harcourt with one of her sister, this sibling or uncle, her father's brother's daughter. So sometimes she come down to Aba to the fellowship. So that's where my mother was able to tell me that that's only thing that she know about her, that she don't greet, as in, I don't know the word to use. So, but that she has issue with the father. And me being that I didn't know, because if it is now, what I know now, if I didn't mean I know it then, I would have counter it. Because what I told my mother said that she has issue with the father. That the father, no, even people, if you can do proper investigation from my beginning